Hey guys, it's me again, Raymond from behind the camera, doing another deck profile. Today we have Meagan Stockli. She is one of the 11 people from Jacksonville who top 48'd in the Kissimmee Regionals October 1st. Remind us again what place you finish?
I got 48.
Yes, welcome to the 48 Club. I'm one of them too. Good enough for an invite. Do you have any opening words to our viewers?
Basically, like, going into that Kissimmee Regional, I expected to play more of the deck that I'm playing against. I was ready for the mirror match, but it seems like not a lot of people believe in blue eyes anymore. And I feel like it's a strong game.
Do you remember how many blue eyes you played mirror matches?
I played one.
Just one?
Just one.
Okay, interesting. I played water. I faced like 4 mirror matches, so it was really interesting.
I didn't play any water.
Oh, wow, there was a lot of them. Anyway, let's get started. Let's see what your deck is like.
Okay, so I play the 3 alternative, 3 blue eyes build. Honestly, that's every build that everyone plays. It's just the basic build. Alternative blue eyes is just strong with the 3 sage.
Yeah.
Sage, my favorite thing to do with Sage is simply, if I do the normal summon, I have to have 2 because there's a lot of times where you have 2 in your hand. And the tribute summon, if you don't have like another play, like if you happen to brick and you have no alternative, no blue eyes, the tribute effect with Sage has come in clutch for me many times. Honestly, especially if there's like a soul charge, like if I can get both of these engraved or one of my stones engraved with this, like it has won me many games, Sage having the second effect. And if it gets Valor, like I can still do the tribute effects if I need to. And if it gets Kieran, I
Yeah, most of the time people don't use the tribute effect or don't need to use it, but that's a good backup plan.
No, I found it very efficient, like especially against pendulum decks, like making
That one card.
One card that negates spells that I can't remember right now.
Spell Canceller, Barkion, Hope Harbinger, that one.
Making Hope Harbinger. It's one of my favorite plays to make, especially when I know what they're playing. If it's like game 2 and I'm going first and for some reason I can't make Spirit Eye tricks in some way, making Hope Harbinger is just an extra backup for me, especially if I have Scolding or my Vanity set. Like, it's a great combo here. And then I play 3 Stone. Stone has always been like, really handy if I have Dragon's Ravine. I can discard it for Dragon's Ravine. If I have Twin Twister, it's always been kind of fodder to me. If I open with Sage, like having this in my hand, I always choose to summon Sage first, unless again like there's no blue eyes alternative, and then I find a way to ditch my White Stone of Ancients. Getting the effect with Sage is probably definitely more priority to me than that. The end phase effect is great, especially if you're going second, if you're playing against a pendulum deck or any deck that kind of has heavy spells and traps that you're scared to attack. And if you can't go into a lot of back row with this deck, it has some revival, but it doesn't have enough revival to where you can safely attack the 4 back row deck. So if you can just pick away at that background first with Sage's effect to go into Spirit of White, like, it's a great strategy that I've used and have successfully done throughout this tournament.
Good. And how many of these do you play?
I play 2.
Alright, some people play 3, some people play 1.
I feel like
I never know. I don't play blue eyes.
I feel like people who play 3, they see it in their hand a lot. I never want to see this card in my hand unless there's some miracle where I have Melody and like Revival or Silver Scry. Like, I never want to see that card in my hand unless I have that. Going against metal foes, this deck with this card just destroys metal foes.
Banish everything.
Banish everything. There was a round at this regional where I bricked hardcore, but I had basically enough resources to recycle this card 3 times in one turn. I banished every single one of them.
That is crazy.
If you have no counters against metal foes, like, I'm not scared to attack your back row. I'll walk into a combination before I walk into a counter. 2 Maxis. My deck goes second a lot. I need that extra draw. Blue Eyes goes first, and a lot of times it bricks. It sucks, but it happens. Maxi, if I'm going against any kind of deck that special summons, it gives me that extra boost. And if they don't want to special summon, then I am at more leverage to win the next turn, the OTK, than if they decide not to.
You can put much damage.
So much damage. Just dank matter everything. 1 Valor. I struggled with this for a while. Honestly, it's like, if I end up having to go first against the deck, I don't want Valor to be in my hands. And honestly, having 2, I just feel like 1 is definitely a stronger thing. If I need a second Valor, I'll add it into my deck as I see needed. But for this regional, 1 Valor was all I needed.
And it is searchable, so...
Yeah, it's searchable, like, but don't discard it off.
Everything is searchable nowadays.
Yeah, nowadays. It's it's like most of my cards are searchable. Most of my monsters anyway are searchable, and it's great. It's honestly
Maxi is searchable by retaliating C if you play it. What's next?
What's next is my White Stone of Legend. I really like this card, especially with the build I run, with there being just so many chances to discard it, with Cards of Continents, with Dragon's Ravine. I really love Dragon's Ravine in this combo, where I can discard this and I can discard a Stone of Ancients and add a Blue Eyes to my hand.
Okay, you went the Ravine route. That's also a very solid build.
It's the build I feel most comfortable with. There's people who play Galaxy, but I feel like it's too much of a minus. Like, sure, you're going to get this, but with how much Kaijus is running around right now, it's not worth it.
Almost everyone is maining Kaijus nowadays.
Almost everyone. I ran into so many Kaijus this tournament. So my next card, it's definitely a player's choice. It's Master with Eyes of Blue.
And what does that card do? I don't know what that card does.
So if it's normal summons, you get to add a level 1 Light Tuner monster from your graveyard to your hand, which is awesome. It's how I recycle Valor so much.
Oh, wow.
Like, that's why I only play one Valor, because if I use it and I get Master with Eyes of Blue in any kind of way of discarding anything, it's definitely a combo I had. And round 7 I played against a Metal Foes deck, where I used my, let me pull it out. I used my Galaxy Cypher Dragon, and I took my opponent's Archfiend Eccentric, and then I activated Master's Eyes of Blue second effect, where you can target an effect monster, put it in the graveyard, and then special summon one dragon type from your graveyard. And like, you can special summon your Blue Eyes.
What? That's crazy.
Like, I did that in that one game. I ended with Blue Eye Spirit, Hope Harbinger. Like, he couldn't.
Without Soul Charge? Okay.
Without Soul Charge.
Oh my god, yes.
Just Master's Eyes Blue, he's definitely a card that I could never see myself taking out of this deck. He's just too strong of a card, and that's all there is. And of course I play the Dragunity Corsica card because of my Dragon's Ravine build.
And it is searchable.
It's a searchable tuner.
Yes!
If I brick super hard and I can discard one of these cards and then add this to my hand and make a Spirit Dragon against any kind of deck, like it hurts pendulums, it puts a slowdown on BA. Like, making a Spirit Dragon it's too much of a value not to run this card. Especially with my build. And then I run 3 Melody of the Awakening.
Yup.
I saw this as kind of an issue during the tournament. I feel like I should go to 2 now. Melody of the Awakening.
Really? Most people want to see that card.
They want to see that card, but the issue is it's running 6 of these monsters. There's been so many times where I've had 2 Melodies in my hands, and it's just, I'd rather so much have a tuner or like an upstart, anything, especially with the new build I'm running. Like, just the Melody of the Awakening, it's a great card to see, and I love seeing it, but some cards I have to discard. Like, I've seen myself discarding Max C for it because I need my entire hand. And discarding a card in this deck is just so hard to do to pick right.
Yeah.
I run 3 trade-in. Obviously, I run...
That is basic in this, in
like
Blue Eyes.
I have 8 targets for it. It's a great mix with Dragon Spirit of White and then Silver's Cry or Return. It helps me get rid of all that back row that I need. It helps me draw. Like, I have such a great experience with trade-in. It's definitely a card that I couldn't see myself cutting. Just with as many targets as I have, like.
Oh yeah. Definitely at 3.
Definitely at 3.
Definitely at 3.
Return of the Dragon Lords.
Oh yes.
Oh yes. I've actually had an interesting time with this card where I'll actually see myself discarding it off Melody only for protection.
Yeah. The protection is it makes it worth.
The protection in this cool card is just so amazing where I can set up my entire board, dark hold their board, but protect mine.
Yes.
And just OTK, like, it's happened. It's just, you don't always need it to revive a monster. You really, the main purpose, like, I get it, it's to revive a monster, but the secondary purpose of keeping my board safe, that's what Blue Eyes needs to be competitive. We need to be safe.
And that's the protection that this deck needs.
This and Azure Eyes is like, Azure Eyes is always secondary though. Like, if you get Dark Hold and you have Blue Eye Spirit Dragon on your board, you can't tag out. So like, I need this to make sure that I have time to tag out.
And it saves all dragons, not just one, and it does not activate.
It is not. You cannot.
You just apply it at resolution.
Don't know that. Surprisingly.
We're also here to help you with your rulings.
I played 2 Silver's Cry. I found recently out of the tournament that I'm probably going to cut this card to 1.
Okay.
it's not as good as return, and if you have 2 in your hand, Silver's card can only activate 1 per turn.
Oh.
It is unfortunately that card, and if I have 2 in my hand, it kind of sucks. I get that it's nice to see, but it's a card just like Upstart where if I only need 1.
Yes.
Upstart, of course, is mandatory 1, but you only need 1 to up consistency, and having this card in my hand has worked me a couple hands. Nice, but not in all times. I run 2 cards of consonants. I don't have as many targets for cards of consonants as I do for trade-in.
You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I have 5 targets. And if I'm adding the Dragoonity and I'm not using it, I'm discarding it for cards of consonants. I need those extra 2 draws. They mean a lot to this deck. Draw power in this deck is everything.
Yes. You need to see your pieces.
I need to see my pieces, and I need to not draw 2 Maxies and affect Veiler and 2 Return of the Dragon Lords in 1 game. But it's just a good card. I definitely like that too. I had it at 3 for a while, but having it at 3 with not as many targets, it doesn't work.
Alright.
2 Dragon's Ravine. Dragon's Ravine has been a hit or miss for me. It's really good if I discard like a Whitestone of Ancients. I really love that a lot. It's a great combo. Discard this, or even if I discard Whitestone and discard a Blue Eyes and I banish this to get any kind of Blue Eyes card, like if I add to my hand, Blue Eyes alternate banish to add this, like it's a great combo that I
Combo pieces, love it.
It's like that's all this deck is. Dragon's Ravine is an easy side out though. I honestly side out 1 if I really need to. It's just easy to side out 3. 1 Soul Charge.
I don't think that needs any explanation.
No, like,
Soul Charge is Wind Charge.
I don't. Honestly, like I understand why everyone loves Soul Charge. I understand that it wins games, but it never won me a game at this region.
That is interesting. Usually you can end your board with like a Spirit, a Harbinger, and something else.
You can end it, but with how this meta is, it's like if I give up enough life for that, there's so many decks out there that just kills everything. Like Soul Charge is a great card, but if I get it in my turn 0 hand and I could just wish it was something else.
Yeah.
I love this card so much, and it didn't win me a single game at regionals, which is fine. It wins me a lot of games at locals. It does its job, honestly.
It does. Soul Charge is Soul Charge. That's why it's at 1.
Skill Charge, right? I run 1 Twin Twister, my main. I find Twin Twister isn't as needed as I would like it to be, especially with Dragon Spirit of White.
Yeah.
I'd rather, because if I Twin Twister a combination, like it's going to get its effect off. If I banish this combination, it's not going to get its effect off. So I really love just Dragon Spirit of Right over Twin Twister any day. 1 Upstart. This was the build that I brought to regional, so I have the Upstart in it. I love Upstart, but I love Pot better.
She likes Pot.
I love Pot.
Disclaimer, we're not talking about weed. We're talking about desires.
I love Pot of Desires a lot. I've had some horrible banishes, of course. Like I banished 3 of my stones.
Aww.
Made me want to cry inside. I tried to search, but I couldn't. My hand was unplayable. I had to unbrick it somehow. Pot of Desires does that for you. Like it's great.
All right, I think we're getting to the end of this main deck.
2 cards.
We have they might be trap cards. Oh, they are.
Trap cards. Got Vanity's Emptiness. It is, if I'm going first, like it is the best card that I have to draw. Every deck in this meta special summons except for stupid burial statues.
I mean, we did see some of those at the regionals.
Quite a few.
Did you play any of them?
I did not.
Oh, yay!
I did go against.
You dodged them.
I went against the deck that sided it, but I had Dark Hole when I got.
Oh, okay, good.
I play Scolding. So I have a combo like most players have where they set Scolding anti-spell. Probably my favorite thing to do.
You anti-spell, they chain MST, and then you Scolding.
Look of hatred and despair in their face. It makes everything good again.
And how many cards is this?
This is 40.
Okay, good.
Exactly 40 cards. My new build plays 42 with Pot of Desires, but it's honestly, this build got me my invite, so I can't help but just be happy with it.
All right, good. Let's now move on to the extra deck.
Extra deck.
Let's see if there's any spicy text in the extra deck. I can think of a few cards that I will see already, but let's see.
So, basic 2 Blue Eyes of Spirit. Blue Eyes Spirit Dragon, it's a great card. I really love it. It does its purpose where if during their end phase I can tag out into Azure Eyes, or if I have a lot of leverage in the game, I can tag out into like Michael and then immediately go into Crystal Wing.
1+7.
Crystal Wing is amazing. Tagging out, having an extra normal, like it's only if I have super leverage in the game. Doing that it has lost me games, it's won me games. It's just, it depends on how the game is going. I don't recommend going out into it unless you have some kind of backup, like you have Revival or you have Stockli. I play 2 Azurais.
Yep.
Sometimes I wish it was 3-2, but at the same time I need that extra deck space. Like this extra deck is really tight, but it's going to Azurais like during their end phase and protecting my board against like strike. Like if you strike Azurais, sure you're gonna stop the summon, but this card is still gonna stay on the field and it's still gonna protect my cards that were there for the rest of the turn.
Yeah.
Like it's too good not to play.
These are our 9s. Here comes our 8s.
Here comes
We have
Stardust.
Stardust, Spark Dragon.
I find Stardust, I didn't go into as much as like I wanted to. It's a really good card, not to be able to stop destruction once per turn. Like especially against the mirror match, they target, I activate Stardust. Like yeah, I get they can run it over, but it's a really good thing to help protect my like Azurais after the protection wears off because they'll immediately go for the Azurais. They know it brings back a normal type monster.
Or your emptiness.
Or my emptiness. There's a lot, man.
What other 8s do we have here?
Other 8s. The only other
Or is that all?
I run one other 8 and it's just the Crystal Wing.
That is needed. Yes, 1 plus 7. The 7 usually you get by tagging out with Spirit. And we have Michael.
Michael's great. Michael is a really good like banish, normal summon, make Crystal Wing. Like that's my combo that I usually go out to. I get rid of their problem card and then I make my Crystal Wing to just go in for it. My other tag out is Black Rose Moonlight Dragon.
Really good card.
Really good card, really great if you have a Revival in your grave and you want to keep this and like during your turn you special summon Black Rose and you return 1 card. Like a lot of people don't understand how Black Rose works actually, where they think they have to summon another monster, but the effect actually triggers.
It's summon and another monster summon that is level 5 or higher. And it's mandatory. It's gonna be Chainlink 1.
It's gonna be great and it's ruined a lot of plays especially mirror match, return their alternative. It hurts a lot.
I know, I've heard you with that one.
Hope Harbinger, a must. I really love Hope Harbinger. It's really good against Pendulum decks. It's really good to like, if I've already set up a Blue Eye Spirit, like to get a Hope Harbinger on board plus that, and however, like any kind of safety net, like there's nothing that can do. I've stopped everything.
And it's really easy to make since you run so many level 8s.
So many level 8s, and especially with Kaijus, like people attribute my monster and they leave it there and it's like it's a level 8.
Oh, thank you for this Gamma Seal.
Thank you.
Let me overlay.
I really appreciate my free Hope Harbinger. It's like against my round 7 where I took the Eccentric and then immediately attributed it, made Hope Harbinger like, thank you for your monster. Okay. So, Heliopolis is...
Did you ever go into this card or?
This is what, on round 7 playing against Brian, who played Metal Foes and came in 7th place on this tournament. My ending field with him was Heliopolis. I destroyed all his monsters before I took his Eccentric. And then I destroyed all his monsters and then I went into Hope Harbinger and had a return in the Spirit on field.
Well, okay.
So
I think that's game.
I won that game. That was game 2 that I played against him. And unfortunately game 3 I was not able to make it. But game 2, like this card with its effect to destroy anything, just depending on how many monsters you tribute on your side of the field in your hand. Like being able to tribute from my hand as a Blue Eyes player, I'm always going to have a Blue Eyes in my hands from special summoning alternative. So I'm always going to have one kind of fodder, and with the Banish effect,
Or a stone.
Banish Stone add, like it's such a great thing to do. And it's such a great
And it's non-targeting.
non-target.
You select your the cards you want to destroy at resolution.
Tribute an equal amount of cards. You can hit their scales, you can hit their
Yes,
field
any
stuff.
card.
Any card.
Alright.
Alright. And now we go into my combo pieces. Galaxy Eye Cypher Dragon.
Big Eye's a monster.
Big Eye's a monster, then you tribute it with the old man, and you make your own card.
Alright.
You take like an XYZ monster, you can't take a synchro monster, you take a basic level 3 monster, you tribute it, you make Hope Harbinger, which is exactly what I did.
Good.
Now, I had an issue with activating this effect because I can only attack directly with him, and I never really wanted to leave him on field. I really wanted to make sure that I could like attack twice, which unfortunately doesn't work with him. because I wanted to go into dank matter, but you know, some players you have to set up for the future. Having him on board though, like if I don't go into something else, not having a revival, I've seen a lot of times where like I've been Meagan or something and it hurts. Like I set up my entire board and there's just nothing that backs me up. After that I've got full armor. Full armor is really good against decks that I can target. I get rid of the problem issue, I destroy their monster, and then if I didn't activate the spec, I can go into dank matter. I can't anyway, but I can go into dank matter and attack the rest of their monsters. Especially against metal foes who activate counter, and they special summon monster in defense, like this card hits both of those cards.
For those of you who are not familiar, she's referring to Dark Matter Dragon. Lovingly nicknamed as Dank Matter.
He's honestly just the dankest of all, man. Like,
it's sad that the daddy dragons were banned when he came out, but you know, it would have been too strong.
it is, like...
Alright, how many more do we have? We have two more.
We've got Twin Burst, which I never really went into at the regional. He's the backup card for anything that has a 3,000 booty that I can attack into and then banish. It's really great. I played him at locals, just not at regional. He didn't need to be needed. It's okay, like, he does his purpose when he needs to.
Alright, and finally we have...
Dante.
I think I know what that is for, but tell us anyway.
I used to play PK Fire I was like religiously known for it at my locals. I was known for it. That's what I got my invite with. That's what I took the nationals. Like I took PK Fire and I gotta have Dante in my deck somehow, right? Like I can't just let him go.
I think it serves more of a purpose than that, which I think segues perfectly into our side deck.
Yep, he does really good, especially today. Like sharing people. It's
she said it. I heard it. She said cherries.
Oh no.
And our side deck cards are
3 cherries. So cherries, I play it against PK Fire and I play it against Blue Eyes if I'm going second. Only if I'm going second. If I'm playing against PK Fire, I'll side in it no matter what, just because it's such a great card against them. If I get their Dante's, like I'm so scared of their break sword with my revival and grave. Like it's not gonna do it.
No more reason to be scared.
Azure Eyes, how are you gonna target me? It's not gonna happen, but this card against PK Fire is great. If I can banish their spirit, it's great. 3 Clocky.
3 of them, okay.
3 of them. I actually just found out about them right before the regional. I immediately put it in my deck. This against the mirror match is so good, and even against people who side against me, where they side the 1700, I think it is, attack monster that says I can't special summon light monsters.
I believe it's called Quarantine. Ally of Justice Quarantine. And Kawakameri can run over
I
it.
run it over. Like if I know that person has sided against me game 2, game 3, I'm siding this card and I'm gonna attack over it. If I don't
Good, and you always have dragons to reveal. I would hope so.
If I like, there's been times when people think I did it, like, oh, you need to reveal a dragon, ha ha ha, and it's like, here it is. 2 Gamma Seal. This is for dealing with Beatrice. This is for dealing with Dark Law. This is for dealing with most of the big boss monsters that hurt my deck a lot. For dealing with Kieran especially. Kieran, if I don't have any kind of revival, like...
Is there a reason why you chose this particular kaiju over the other kaiju monsters? Or...
Not really, it's just a card that ever since I've been playing, like, I've known existed. And I really
And it's at 22, so it's easy to run over.
All my cards can run it over, even Spirit. But, like, even playing against locals, like, I've had people who play Village of the Spellcasters against me, and then
That is not a stab at anyone, Jeremy.
Standing right next to me. I tribute their Kieran, and then I normal summon my Sage, and I can actually use my spells. Like,
Hey, look at that, Spellcasters.
It's like a very small chance of happening, but if I can get over Kieran and I can get over that, like clear their board, clear their scales, they can't play because they have the Spirit. They have the Village of the Spellcasters on there. 1 Twin Twister.
I think you're the main one and side one. Okay, good.
Main 1, side 1. This is against decks that I would usually like full house, but there's just no. With this deck, there's no like you can flip your own spells and traps that you want to stay on the field. So Twin Twister actually is better, and like with as much as I discard in this deck that I can.
You usually can fulfill the costs.
I can fulfill the costs.
Yeah, with no problem.
Double Darkle. Obviously, with having Revival, like I can wipe their board, save my board. Pretty good combo. I found a lot of times where Dark Hole is really good. Even when I needed to clear my board and then I soul charged the monsters I wanted back. Biggest prop to me. One Raigeki.
Double Darko Raigeki. That is a standard in a lot of decks these days to get over Vanity's Emptiness. Even the popular Jaugen. You know?
Let's not talk about Jaugen.
Okay, we will not talk about Jaugen. Next.
I lost to Jaugen against Brian in round 7. It sucks.
It's okay. You just did not draw your
I
outs.
didn't draw my outs. It happens. All my special monsters are gone. Like, it happens. Raigeki's clutch. It's really good. And the magical 3 anti-spell.
I think that is for pendulums, if I'm not mistaken.
It is for pendulums. This card has shot me in the foot a lot. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Do you think you will still keep it going forward?
Hell yeah.
Hell, okay, a resounding hell yes. I'm sorry to our younger viewers
Sorry.
and your parents.
But
In any event,
like there's like a certain person like at locals when I flip it and have scolding set. Like,
I think tables have been flipped when anti-spell was flipped. So,
scolding, like I told you, that's my dynamic.
anti-spell scolding.
Like there's just certain people at my locals, like just the look of despair on their face that they get when they can't play.
We're not mentioning any
Not
names.
mentioning any names at all. I'm just saying, like there's certain people at my locals who I just get so much happiness from the look of despair on their face, like in the nicest way. And a competitive, like
It's very nice to have a
Very
competitive
nice.
atmosphere.
it's very nice to have someone at your locals who you go back and forth with winning and losing.
And both of you only go one way towards improvement.
Exactly.
All right. So we have the whole deck. Is there any changes that you would think you would make
So I did
in
make
the
one
future?
change. I made one change. I took out Upstart. I now play Pot of Desires.
Okay. How many?
I play one right now. I might play 2. I feel like Pot of Desires, like it's a great card in a lot of decks, like Metal Foes especially. But in Blue Eyes, I feel like we have too many key pieces. Like I understand we run things at 3, but there's gonna be times where you just banish it, and then there's no way to come back. You're just gonna lose. And it's
Okay.
unfortunate.
So it merits more testing.
Yes.
All right. Good. That was really enjoyable. I love the way you explained the cards for our viewers who are thinking about picking up the deck. Do you have any final words, either to our viewers, to our local players, or to me? I can take final words too.
Just basically, like a lot of people say that Blue Eyes is not as good in the meta as it is. I really disagree. After playing PK Fire and playing this deck, like I love PK Fire. I played it for 3 formats. Like I took it places, but having a deck that does this much and has this much like basic of recovery, it's great. Like PK Fire, I understand you draw 1 card, you're amazing, you're good. But having a deck that stops the deck, which is pendulums, like I struggle against that the most when I play PK Fire. Having a deck that shuts them down is probably so satisfying.
And I think on that happy note, we are going to sign off. Thanks for watching, everyone. Once again, this is Raymond behind the camera. Watch our other deck profiles from the other players who topped in the Kissimmee Regionals. And that's it. All right, thanks for watching. Bye, guys.